the reference of this video, I suggest using the following database when looking for these players. Otherwise, these players will not be in your save. So, in terms of your active leagues, it makes no difference. But the player count is going to make the biggest difference. If you're only running a small database, you will not be able to find half or maybe all of these players. So to change your database, go to Advanced. As you'll see, you'll probably be set on one of these. You want to go to Advanced, and then you want to copy my settings right here. Obviously, if you don't want Oceania and, Asia, them type of teams, get rid of them. But in terms of Africa, Europe, North America, and South America, I would suggest keeping them and ticking everything that I've got ticked right here. Hello YouTube, Jamie here from FM Scout. Welcome to episode number 2 of the best free transfers that you can sign in the National League. So of course, last episode we did the National North and South. Obviously, as you go up the leagues in England, as you all know, the reps get a little bit better, so you can attract better players. Some clubs are full-time. For this episode, we have took over Dover, so I'll show you the reason why. So all the players I'm going to show you right now, all the players will join Dover, obviously depending on finances, that kind of stuff. So, teams are bigger than Dover in this league and teams are smaller than Dover. So yeah, it's kind of, as you've seen on episode 1, it's kind of the similar concept. So if you haven't seen episode 1, which was the best free transfers on FM19 in the National North and South, just go back to the start of that video, have a little listen, and I kind of explain to you, obviously, why I've chose the team that's in the middle. So we're going to get right into the video. So these players, I'm going to say it again, these players are quality. So they're going to probably be the best free transfers you can get. So what you want to do is look for your team. Anything that any positions that you're weak on. Obviously, if you're weak on the right back or he's only 1 star or something, look at the right backs that I show you. All these players are EU, so they all will join you. They've got second nationalities and stuff like that. But there is some absolutely fantastic players in this list, and I think you'll be impressed. And hopefully, like I say, let me know if you do sign any of these. That'll be great. So we're going to go, as we did in the first episode, we're going to go straight in from the keepers. So the first keeper that is willing to join Dover is Jan Cottenor. So what I'm going to do, I didn't do it on the last episode, but I'm going to start doing it even more, just to kind of give you an idea of how much wages they want. As Dover. So this guy is a keeper. I'm not going to delve into his stats too much. Like, if you think the stats don't look very good, just kind of ignore it, because these are the best current ability, and you're not going to get a keeper better on a free transfer than this guy right here. If you do, let me know in the comments, but you won't. So even though his reflexes are low, everything else makes up for it in his current ability. So yeah, it's important that you obviously try and sign some of these and let me know if they do well for you. So yeah, Jan Contour is the first one. If I try and go for approach to sign, it will give me this. So he wants £650 a week in the National League, which is very good. Obviously, I won't show you the ones who want the promises, but again, because I have to go forward on the save. But yeah, it's all around the same. There's not much difference. So the next player is Kieran Nugent, who again is a goalkeeper. So this guy is American, so obviously thinking about work permits, but he has got an Irish second nationality. So yeah, this guy's got better reflexes, looks very good. If you try to bid for him, he wants a little bit more, which obviously this club you can only offer 800. Obviously other clubs you can offer less, other clubs you can offer more. So it just depends what club you're at, but this guy will probably do very well in the league no matter who he signs for. So yeah, this guy's a very good goalkeeper. Moving on to the right backs now. The first right back is Amor Sekerovic, if I've said that right. So this guy is a right back, very, very weird one. He's never had a club as well. He's only 20 years old. We picked this guy up. He looks brilliant. I'm not going to lie, he looks absolutely fantastic. From Bosnia, he wants £475 a week. And again, this guy is going to be absolutely fantastic for you. The next one is Richard Bakary. This guy right here is another right back, 20 years old. He is currently wanted by, obviously, League 2 teams. So it's important that you get this guy, and he's 20 years old. Released by Southampton. Obviously, he is from there, so we want to obviously look, and he has got an English nationality, so from Benin. But yeah, Beninese maybe? That's why I couldn't say it. So yeah, have a look at Richard Bakary. He looks very good. In terms of his wages, I can't see, but he is very interested, so that's a good sign. But yeah, you will be competing against these teams as well. Moving on to the centre-backs now, you've got Travis Brent, another American, I think, if I remember rightly. Yes, he's American. He's 26, a little bit older. This would be my 100% first choice signing in the National League if I was to go for a striker, a centre-back. This guy could even do it in League 2. It's crazy. So if you go to approach to sign, in terms of his second nationality, he is Dutch, so he will get an EU permit. If you go to approach a sign, he wants about 1.6k. So you're going to have to be a pretty big team to be able to get him. Obviously, the bigger rep team you go for, someone like Salford, he will want less, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it works. If you've got a higher rep team, they want less money. If you go and try and bid for this guy as the lowest rep team in the league, it's probably going to want even more than 1.6. So you just have to kind of play it on what you get. What team you go for, sorry. So the next one is Aykut Tekinsoy. This guy is a Austrian centre-back, 29 years old. As you can see, he's never been in England, but he's made 69 appearances for this team. He looks very strong, honestly. Even League 2 quality, this guy. League 2 quality, 100%. So if you need a strong centre-back, go for this guy. In terms of the wages, you're going to have to spend out about 1.2k per week. But, he looks very good. Need to stop pressing back. There we go. Let's go back onto his stats. The next centre-back is Renst van Hein. This guy, Dutch by the sounds of it. Yeah, so this guy is a Dutch 20-year-old, very good kid. He's not had a club before either, and his physicals are great, his technicals and his mentals are alright as well. Positioning is very good for a centre-back. He's got good heading, good marking. Physically very good for a centre-back. Not currently wanted by anyone, so you might be able to pick this guy up. In terms of the wages, you're looking about £800 per week. And the final centre-back is Shadi Gose. This guy right here. Another centre-back, not currently wanted, from Jordan. Or is Jordanian. So he looks very strong. I mean, the stats are League 2, if not League 1 quality, to be honest with you. If you go to his information, he has got a second nationality of Italian. This guy is going to cost you in the regions of 750 grand. 750 grand? It's very expensive. £750 per week, which is very, very good. And so he's 30 as well, so he's got a few more years. He could easily take you to League 1. Moving on to the left backs now. Reece Aouar. This guy right here, I think is English. Yep, 22-year-old English guy. He is wanted at the moment by the following clubs. So a few League 2 teams in there, National Leagues in there as well. Physically very good. More of a fullback, really. He's got good crossing, good dribbling. Yeah, that is a very, very good left back. Moving on to the next one. I can't say this name, so I'm just going to copy and paste it in. This guy is Latvian, 25 years old. He can play centre back and left back. Physically very good. Technically good for their stats. Looks like he's never played in England before, and I don't know who that Athletic FC are. So yeah, this guy looks very good. If you was to bid for this guy, it would cost you in the region of £950 per week. But again, a very good left back. Moving on to the next one, we're going on to the DMs now. So Samuel Marquis, this guy right here, not that one, this one right here. So this guy is a little bit older, a bit more experienced. So he's 36 years old. So if you just want to bring a strong DM in for the season, just to get the promotion, give him a year's contract or something. I mean, his stats speak for itself. He could easily do it in the National League without a shadow of a doubt, even at 36. So don't let his age put you off. Age is just a number in the National Leagues and the lower leagues and the non-league. So, age means nothing. If anything, you're probably going to get better results with an older team in the non-league. If you was to go for this guy, I'm not sure because I need to obviously continue a few days, but I don't think it'll be very expensive. Moving on to the next one, Nicolo Corticia. This guy right here, another DM, 25-year-old, so slightly cheaper if you want to go for the cheaper, slightly younger, sorry, if you want to go for the younger option. 25 years old, previously at Fondi Racing and Bra. You tried to bid for this guy, it cost you 1.5k, so it's very expensive for his stats, assuming that he could make it in obviously a few leagues above. Moving on to the centre midfielders now, you've got Aaron Cool. So this guy, many of you will know him. He is willing to obviously come to National League teams. He is currently wanted, I assume, by quite a lot of clubs. Okay, Notts County and Billericay. So yeah, this guy will be very, very strong for you. And if I was starting in the National League, this is the guy that I would go for. If you was to bid for him, it doesn't show me, but I assume it'll be around between 500 to 1.5k as we've seen so far. Moving on to the next centre midfielder, Sofian Turgu. This guy right here, free agent, of course. Centre midfielder. His stats don't look great, but again, don't let the stats put you off. Is this for a reason? Like, is on this list for a reason? And is one of the best centre midfielders you're going to buy. So, yeah, I mean, his passing's alright. He is more of an AMC, really. But his pace is good. His physicals, his mentals are alright as well. Just needs a bit of work on his technical. He's 26. He is wanted by a lot of French teams at the moment. So whether he'll obviously make the trip over to England, who knows. Moving on to the next one, Vincenzo Carota. This guy right here, centre midfielder, 22 years old. Stats look a lot better than the previous one we've just seen. Looks like he might have a bit of potential as well. Never played in England before. Started his career at Chivo. But he looks very good. 22 years old. If you approach sign, you're looking at about 1.5k. Obviously, with Dover, like I've said, you can only offer 800, but with Salford, you might be able to get him, or teams like that. Moving on to the next one is Paul Clowes. This guy is English, so 24 years old, is currently wanted by Billericay and Bromley. Passing is very good for a centre mid. Mentals are good as well, which obviously helps a lot in the lower leagues. He was actually at Orlando B last season, which, he started his career at Man City. It looks like he moved to America, and now he's a free agent, so he could obviously make the return to English football at 24 years old. Moving on to the wingers now. The right winger, we've got Simone Edesi. This guy right here. Again, a very good player. Previously at Fondi. Italian, 23 years old. Stats are great, dribbling's good. Physically very good. If you would approach to sign him, you're looking about 1.4k. And the next right winger is Said Muslia. This guy right here is Dutch. So again, his acceleration's 15, his pace is 12. That's all you need in the lower leagues. He was at FC20 last season or the season before that. He looks very strong. If you was to bid for this guy, you're looking at 1.3k. So that's, it's not bad. Moving on to the left-hand side now, Kader Hassan. This guy right here, Djiboutian. If you looked at his information there, he has got a second nationality of French, which will obviously which will help in the work permits. He is a left winger, very good physicals, very good mentals, and very good technicals as well. 31 years old, definitely a guy that could do well even in League Two. And I assume, let's have a look at his contract, £625 per week. You cannot go wrong at that wage. Moving on to the left winger now, Dylan Deligny. This guy right here. He can play all over the midfield. He can play all over the left-hand side as well. Pace, very fast. Dribbling's 11, which is very impressive. Crossing's 10, which is good. Technique's good. This will be probably my first choice if I was to try and bid for somebody. This guy, I can't see at the moment, but I assume, again, as you've seen on the other ones, it's around 500 to 1.6k. Moving on to the AMCs now, Rafael Asabi Mensah is the next guy. So this guy right here, 18-year-old German, I would snap this guy up straight away. He was previously at Brentford, started his career at Mainz. 11 crossing, 11 dribbling, good acceleration, good physicals, good mentals. He is currently wanted by, as you can see, League One teams, which is crazy. If you can pick this guy up, you can actually moneyball this kid and sell him on a few years later and make some money just to push into that league. Whether you'll get him, I'm not entirely sure. Let me know in the comments if you do decide to go for him. Bolton are incredibly interested, so chances are he might sign for Bolton. Try and offer a little bit more wages. In the long run, if you sell him, it will be worth it. And the next AMC is Blas Valencic. So this guy right here. AMC, 32-year-old from Slovenia, mentally good, physically good, technical needs work, but he's won the Slovenian Cup before in 2006. If you approach to sign him, he wants £575 per week, which is absolutely amazing. Right, moving on to the strikers. I know you all like a good striker in the lower leagues. So this guy, Osimhen Diaco, is available, 26 years old. He is currently wanted by a lot of French teams, but mentally very good, physically good, and he's got 11 finishing. So this guy I would snap up as well straight away. He looks pretty insane, to be honest. Moving on to the next one, Corey Andrews is the next guy that's available. So Corey Andrews, striker, 20 years old, a little bit cheaper. I mean, again, I'd literally sign the two I've just shown you. In fact, I'd sign all four of them if I could. But yeah, this guy's got 18 acceleration, 17 pace, and dribbling of 11 at 20 years old is brilliant. Can't see how much he wants, but again, it's probably similar to what we've seen. He is wanted by, obviously, a lot of teams in League 2 and in the conference, so definitely try and snap this guy up. His pace will do wonders for you. The next one is Enis Bunjaki. So this guy right here, striker. Stats aren't as good as what we've just seen, but he's only 20 years old, so he might actually improve. He's been playing in Holland as well, started in Germany at Frankfurt. If you try and bid for him, he wants 1.2k per week. He wants a lot of bonuses, so you just kind of play that how you would, really. I'd personally go for the first two that I've just shown you. And then the final one is, which I would definitely go for, is Jorge Suarez. So this guy is, I posted on the Twitter yesterday that this is the first time I've seen a player without a club. But looking through these players I've just shown you, quite a few of them have actually. But yeah, this guy has got insane acceleration and insane finishing. I would snap this guy up straight away if I was in the National League. Get it down to £800 a week. Give him whatever he wants because he will get you promoted. He will score goals if you keep him fit. And that's the end to the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget this video is based on quality, and you're not going to be able to sign all of them, but definitely try and bid for as many as you can. If you've got the money for it, that's the main thing. Don't overspend, just bring in what you need, and I'm pretty sure you guys will do very well with it. Let me know in the comments below if you have signed anyone, if anyone you think looks good. But apart from that, I will see you all next time. Jamie out.